DoorDash has rolled out new AI promotional tools to its quick service restaurant partners. According to Chains.while, DoorDash is launching its new AI tools for delivery orders placed through its e-commerce site and app, as well as orders placed via its partners' own digital touchpoints. The solutions include an item description generator, AI-equipped camera, instant photo approvals, and background enhanced menu photos. For example, the item description generator takes inputs such as item names and existing photos to generate menu descriptions in seconds. And the AI-equipped camera utilizes AI camera vision to enable users to take professional quality food photos in seconds with real-time feedback on framing, smart lighting, background enhancements, and intuitive cropping tools. Something that I actually probably could use for this podcast, Dan. And what do you like and not like about DoorDash's new AI tool enhancements for its quick service partners?
I love this because I think it's finally democratizing how all the restaurants on DoorDash's platform show up. And it's great for some of these independent restaurant owners. I just went to a new restaurant last night. It's been on DoorDash for a while, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it. The pictures are just okay. They don't have a lot of photography. The descriptions, this particular La Bodega Taco Shop, it's amazing. But they are like not native English speakers. So even some of the like descriptions of the items, like you just don't really know what you're going to get. And when that's up against, a larger chain or another larger restaurant, it's hard for them to compete, even though their food was far superior. So I love this idea because I think it really starts to give these restaurant operators the tools that they just, until they're expanding to 4 locations and they've built up a business, it's really hard for them to make these investments in things like food photography or even, just the platforming to like get their menu up and running in DoorDash in a way that really allows them to compete. So I think that's a great thing that this is doing. Plus, it gives DoorDash better access to some of those independent food retailers that is who everyone wants. Like I would much rather go to La Bodega Taco Shop than I would, a larger taco chain and order that on DoorDash. And now I think you're letting them truly compete. Now, the thing that I do worry about, Chris, there is a couple of watch outs here. I think that you still have to make sure that you have somebody on quality control, which I think could be an issue for especially some of the like startup restaurants. You have to make sure that, I haven't seen this AI generator, but I have to make sure that the picture that I'm taking that's being touched up by AI still resembles something that's going to show up at your customer's door. And so those are the things that I'm curious about, like, is there going to be a discrepancy there, and can that leave a bad taste in someone's mouth, literally, when they get an order from the store and they're expecting it to look like something else? And then I think also making sure that, you're paying really close attention to like expediting orders, the people that are putting these orders together, to make sure that, all of these things are lining up with, like, does it come with salsa in the picture because AI thought that'd be a good addition? Like, are you making sure that that's what it is actually going out the door? So there's things like that I think are going to could provide some challenges here. But all in all, I think that the benefits still outweigh the risks here. But what do you think about this? Are you pro? Are you con? Where's AI's place?
I'm definitely pro. I'm pro for anything that makes, small businesses more efficient, I think, at the end of the day. And I think the camera side is more intriguing to me, like the photography side, because I think that is easier to keep oversight on. I didn't think about the idea of like, you take a picture of something that doesn't look like that, but I think that is visuals are the language of everyone, right? They always say that, and so I think that's easier to do. My watch out actually is on the description side, like the menu descriptions, because the one thing I don't like about AI is that everything starts to sound the same. So you see it with all the content out there, like everybody's revolutionizing everything, or everything's a game changer, and that's going to happen with like burritos too. Cause how many ways can you describe a burrito or a taco? And so like, I think you need to have somebody, like you said, on quality control with that. And so that's still going to be difficult. So then
does that matter in food that much, you think? Like, do you care in a food description as long as it's accurate?
That was my last point. I don't know if it does. I don't know if it does. But
I can see in content for sure. You're 100% right in like an article about the burrito, but
Yeah.
As far as
I'm not even sure it matters
go.
in content either. I'm not honestly sure. I have no idea. But like, that's just something I think we have to understand that better, I guess, is my question. But I think as you're questioning me, I think you're right. Like the key thing is getting the photography right, because that is what is gonna, make the palate salivate and get interested. And then you just want the basic description of what the hell it is you're getting and make sure it's correct and right. To your point, it's accurate. So maybe there aren't as many watch outs with this as I initially thought.
I mean, as long as you get the burrito to me and it's not soggy, Chris, I'm going to be pretty happy with that.
Not
DoorDash
soggy.
order.
It's not a loose fold. It doesn't have too much salad in it. It's amazing how many times Mexican food comes into this podcast on a weekly basis too. And it's definitely the most referenced cuisine, I think.
Yes.
But anyway,